Hello. I'm going to make sure I'm live before I continue on. Welcome, everybody. Just checking if we're ready. Okay, we're good. Welcome. I feel like it's been a week or two since I've gone live, so it's good to see you guys. We've been busy in the back end preparing some exciting things for February, so that's why I've been a little bit MIA, but that's okay. And then you saw that Andrea had her baby, so it's exciting times. If you haven't met before, I'm Melinda from Spreadsheetables, and we're all here to learn about passive income with Google Sheets. So we're so happy to have you here. Um, First off, I hope you guys enjoyed the 12 days of Christmas. I know that was back in December, but if you're creating anything with those products, let us know. Share a screenshot. We'd love to see how you guys use those in your personal life, or even if you're selling them to others. We'd love to see that. And stay tuned for something coming in February. So I know we have some resources for people if you're just learning to create and monetize Google Sheets, but not necessarily, we don't have a whole lot necessarily on the getting started with Google Sheets, like the learning side of things. A lot of what we have is how to monetize them. So if you haven't checked that out, go to the Passive Income with Google Sheets Facebook group, and there's 5 guides in there to get you started with how to create and sell Google Sheets. And then if you're looking forward to kind of learning Google Sheets itself, in February, we have a fun challenge that's coming. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure, and you can decide whether or not you want to kind of do some beginner, intermediate, or advanced things. So we're really looking forward to that. The whole challenge will be available to our VIP, and then we'll have a little taste of the challenge available for everyone in the free group as well. So stay tuned for that. That's coming in February. Now, today I wanted to pop on and show you a project timeline in Google Sheets. Um, I love being organized and planning out a project. And I know with us being at the start of the year, everybody's thinking about planning their year and planning projects and upcoming things that they need to achieve. And so I created this for myself, but then, of course, it goes into the VIP vault for everybody. But I wanted to review it here to show you guys how it's set up if you wanted to create your own, or if you're in VIP, go ahead into the vault and grab that yourself. So I'm going to open up the tracker here. Oh, I have to share my screen. Hang on. Okay. So we've called this, if you're in VIP, this is the project timeline Gantt chart. So it's the PLR 0325. It's one of the newest ones in the vault if you're going over there to grab it. And if you're new with us in the free group, you can kind of watch me. I'm just going to like review some of the functionality of this if you want to set up your own. So I'm launching something soon. So I wanted to create this and to be able to outline the entire project in one location. And I'll review it. It's got these different categories. So categories A, B, C, and so on. And the nice part of it is I need this like visual of when all of these things are starting and finishing. So I'll zoom out again so that you can see that. That it has this nice, obviously these are just copied out, but it gives you a real visual of when everything's happening. Um, And so it's very adjustable. So each of these here is a week along the top here. And so obviously we can change the project name. We can put in our project objectives. This start date. So these cells here that are in white can be adjusted. So say we want to change our project date to February 1st, 24, and you'll see it automatically updates it here. So February 2nd is in here. Obviously, this is by the week, so it's gonna start it on the 29th of January. Um, Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to zoom in some more. The end date is just pulled. So if I look at the formula, it just pulls the maximum from these end dates here. So for each task, we're going to set a start date and an end date. And so it's just going to pull the maximum from there. So this is telling us when the end of our project is and then how many days we have left. This is pulling today's date. So just usually using the formula equals today with the closed brackets. This display date is cool. I like this function because especially if you have a massive project that is going over multiple months or even a year, you can jump to the week that you're at so that you don't have to keep scrolling and looking for where you are. So if you want to look at 4 weeks into the project, it's going to adjust this for us. And now we can look at the project here. This is just tracking what tasks are completed, in progress, and not started. And so that is pulled from this information down here. It's using this count if function. So in this case, in the dropdowns, I've used a thumbs up as complete. So it is counting the number of thumbs up emojis in these columns here. So for each task, obviously you can put in each task. So if this was, I don't know, for a blog, and I'm going to complete blog post number 1, and then you can put in the status, whether it's not started, in progress, or complete. We can assign it to people. So if you have a team, you can put people's names in here. You'll put a start and an end time. And so obviously I need to adjust this end date as well because that end date is passed. And so there we can see it puts it in here. It's going to give me the duration for these. So you'll notice if I change that end date, it's calculating the duration left to complete that. It also has, let's see if it's visible here. I'm just going to change the start date back to January 1st. It also has this feature where it's showing you today's date. So it highlights it in gray there. It also has these kind of drop downs where you can collapse these different kind of these mini projects within the major project, which is nice to kind of clean up your spreadsheet. If it's looking kind of messy, you can close all of those. If you ever want to put one of those in place, you would just highlight all the rows that you want to collapse, and then you're going to right click. You're going to go to view more row actions, and then you're going to click group rows 4 to 8, and it's going to do that for you. Okay, I think that's about it with this. If you guys have any questions about this one, there's lots of customization you can do with this. I kept it pretty simple. So like this one shows complete. Let's go to the conditional formatting. So right now there's just conditional formatting for that. If it says overdue, it's going to put the text as red. So there's lots of options here that you can do. If you want this to turn green when it says complete, you can modify that in there. I kept it pretty basic. This is the only one conditional formatting I added in here was for it to turn red when it says overdue. Something that stands out more is to do the background as red, and then it would be more obvious. I kept it pretty subtle. So you can change the conditional formatting easily in here to whatever suits you. So anyways, I would love to hear what projects you guys are working on and if this would help you at all. And we'll talk to you guys soon.